go into the whys and wherefores of the firm and what you do and your speciality,
Yeah.
we'd always like to know people's background here on LGR. We'd like to get a feel of where you come from, family, connection with Greece and Cyprus.
Right, well, my connection with Greece is that when I was a young man, well over 30 years ago, I went for a holiday to Corfu with my wife. We fell in love with the place. We wanted to buy a place there because at the time I had enough money to buy a place, and we ended up on a little island just south of there called Paxos, and we've been there ever since. We brought up our 2 children in Greece and England, and they think of their English home and their Greek home as the same place. So Paxos is what you think of the old Greece. You get donkeys walking the streets still. You wake up to cockerels. You get crickets. It really is. All the people I've known who've gone out there have said, "Oh, this is like when I was a child in Greece." The shops are the same. You don't have big supermarkets. It's really old-fashioned Greece. If you've got a chance, go to Paxos. It's a lovely place.
So you're really sold on the non-commercial part of Greece?
There's tourists there, and I suppose I'm one when I come and go because I'm English. But I've been going there I've been there for longer than a lot of the people who live there. So that's my claim to Greece.
Well, glorious seas certainly, and we have visions of people swimming in the sea with glorious white teeth. I think that's something you're going to talk to us about today. Now, you run a local company supplying bright branded teeth whitening products. Tell me more.
Well, it's my son's company actually. Ashley, he's a good friend of LGR. He's known by many as Ashley Paxos, and you'll see him at all the LGR events. Ashley set up this company which provides teeth whitening products, and yeah, it's a thing of the moment, isn't it? People are very aware of their appearance. A few years back, who would have known about it? But maybe it's come from America, who knows? But people sort of will spend a lot of money on getting their hair done, on nice clothes. Now they want a nice smile as well. So here he is, he's bringing it so that people can afford it. You don't have to go to sort of a clinic and pay hundreds and hundreds of pounds for this. This is something you can do at home.
So are you saying that this is a trend that you think really is here to stay?
It is, and you know, it's for the modern lifestyle. You know, if people smoke, people like a strong coffee, especially the Greek community. We like a little bit of red wine. These sorts of things, they put wear and tear on our teeth, and here's a way that you can just sort of address that a little bit in your own home.
Now, reading through your company information, I was absolutely fascinated to come across an item which talks about whitening pens. Please tell me this is not just a gimmick, and they really work.
They do really work, and the great thing about the pens is that you can just slip them in your pocket. Ladies put them in a handbag, and it's something you can just, it has a little brush on it, and you turn at the end of it, and it sort of squeezes this liquid onto the little brush. You put it on your teeth, and it has a whitening ingredient in there, which then removes the stains from your teeth. So you can actually use it on a regular basis, and it's a smart little pen. It just looks like a mascara brush for the ladies, and just pop it in your handbag or put it in your pocket. And so you go out for a meal, you can nip into the toilets, brighten up your teeth, come out, dazzle everyone.
Wow, but about how often would one have to use this?
Usually it's daily. You just use it once a day, yeah.
And does this need to be accompanied by any other treatment?
No, not at all. It's dead easy. You don't have to do anything. You put it on, you wait for sort of 10 minutes or so, and then you just rinse it off. Just rinse it out with some water. It's dead simple.
Now, I know there are a lot of products on the market at the moment, but yours seems to stand out in a number of ways. I think we'd be interested to know your unique quality here.
Yeah, well, what this has done is it's made it affordable. You know, it used to be an extremely expensive process, and you had to go to a dentist for it. Whereas now this is something you just do at home. You can regulate it. You fit it around your busy lives. It doesn't cost you an arm and a leg. And so the teeth whitening kits, which you use at home, or something, you know, when you've got half an hour, yeah, that's what you can do. And then, as you just pointed out, if you're out and about, you want to touch it up, you use the pen. So you've got the range there.
Now, does there need to be any preparatory treatment at all to the teeth? Can somebody with an average quality mouth start using this, or do they need to get treatment first?
No, you don't have to have any treatment first. I mean, obviously, there are always the health warnings. If you had any concerns, you should speak to a professional, a dentist or something like that. But for anyone with a normal sort of set of teeth, you don't have any preparation whatsoever now.
So from a start to end point, somebody that had some, for want of a better expression, pretty grubby teeth to start with, what would the process be, and how long before they would be in a position where they could smile and everybody would be dazzled by the shine?
Well, what we do is in the pack you'll get a little chart, so you can actually measure your progress. And so if you allow a couple of weeks with the teeth whitening kit, then what you do is you use the pen to keep it topped up. So that's, you're looking at a couple of weeks.
Now, we talked about things being expensive from a traditional sense here. How have you been able to keep costs down, and can you convince people that they're not going to go up in the long term?
Yeah, well, I mean, the reason it's not going to go up is a competitive market out there, isn't it? We live in a country where there's a lot of pressure on retailers, and that's, although Ashley owns the company, he's a retailer as well. So there's pressure from others, so it's got to be competitive. And, we've been a family firm. That's how we keep the costs down. We're not a great big conglomerate, so we keep it down. We have to keep competitive. We stay in the market.
And how do people find out about your product? Where can they get your product?
Okay, you can find it if you go to amazon.co.uk and put in Bright. That's spelled BRIYTE. Or you can actually go to greekwhiteteeth.com, and if you go there you get a special deal.
Okay. Now, to kick off, what would the average client need to start up with? What would be a typical start-up kit?
Well, normally what you do is you start off with the teeth whitening kit. So as I said, if you go to greekwhiteteeth.com, that's what you'll find it links to. And then once you've got that all up and running, you can look to getting the pen, put that in your pocket, and keep your top up along the way.
It's been absolutely marvellous talking to you today, and interesting your comments about Paxos and the traditional side of Greece. Are you going back to Greece again this year?
I am. I'm going on Monday, so I'll send you a postcard.
Please do. How long will you be going for?
I'll be back in mid-September.
By that time, they'll have been world champions.
Yeah, we hope so. Yeah, good luck to Greece.
Well, good luck with the product. Thank you so much for speaking to London Greek Radio.
Thanks a lot, Mike.